This video will explain how to use Smart Recorder and how to set it up and some of the tips when recording your flipped lessons.
First thing we're going to talk about is what does Smart Recorder do? It records all of the actions performed on the computer or Smartboard interactive whiteboard. If you have a microphone attached, it can also record your voice as well. You can save the recording as a video file that can be played back on a variety of media players. Example, Windows Media Player, QuickTime, Smart Video Player, VLC. There's a lot of players out there that play these videos. Why use Smart Recorder? Prepare a lesson for a planned absence and give it to the substitute. You can document student and teacher work. Example, let's say you're reviewing for a test. You can actually create a video while you're reviewing the test on the computer or the smartboard and then distribute it to students. You can post recordings online for access by parents and students. Example, the flipped lesson. And you can prepare a guided lesson for one group while the teacher works with a different group. Example, flipped lesson. And there are other possibilities of where you would use Smart Recorder. You can access the Smart Recorder in two ways. The easiest way is in the lower right hand corner of a Windows computer. You click on this little arrow down here and you see the Smartboard Tools icon. The reason why it has a white X right now is because I do not have a Smartboard connected to this computer. Meaning you can use the Smartboard Tools icon even if you don't have a Smartboard. If I right click on that Smartboard Tools icon, I see everything I can do on the Smartboard, including the recorder, which is the second option. When I left click on it, it loads up the Smart Recorder, which we'll talk about the menu options in a second. Another way to access the Smart Recorder is click on the Start button, go to All Programs, all the way down to Smart Technologies folder, left click on it, left click on the Smartboard Tools folder, and you will now see the recorder, which is also called the Smart Recorder. That's another way to access the Smart Recorder. If you're on a Macintosh computer, in the lower right hand corner, the lower part of your screen, you'll see the Smartboard Tools icon in the menu options. Now let's bring up the Smart Recorder and show you the options. So I'm going to go ahead and right click on the Smartboard Tools icon and left click on the Recorder button, and it brings up the Smart Recorder toolbar. When I click on this arrow here, you have three options. You can record the desktop, which will record anything you do on the computer. No matter if you switch from Smart Notebook Software to Microsoft Word to the Internet Explorer, it will record everything that you do on the computer. The second option is Recording Area, which we're going to demonstrate in a second. Recording Area allows you to draw a box around a specific area that you want to record in. And the last option is the Record Window. Window will it will be the entire program like Smart Notebook Software, but it will also include the menu options at the top and the toolbar. So those are the three options of way to record your lessons. So let's show you how to use the Smart Recorder. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this arrow. Click on Record Area. The first thing it does is says draw a rectangle around the area that you want to record. So what I want to do is I'm going to record in this area right here, this white area. So I move up in the lower left hand corner, click and drag a box around what I want to record. Once I leave go of this box, it will start recording immediately. Let's demonstrate how this works. Example, anything I do in the red box area, it will record. It's also recording my voice because I have a microphone hooked up to my computer. If I switch to the next page on my Smart lesson, let's give you some recording tips when using the Smart Recorder. The first tip is to hide the Smart Recording toolbar. To do that, you just click on the Minimize button, and it will now be down on the taskbar. If I click on it again, it comes right back. Minimize it again. You can also remove that portion of the video within your video editing software like Movie Maker Live. Another tip is trust but verify, meaning test your microphone setup to make sure the volume is working properly before you record for real. Whatever you do on the computer and you talk, it will record simultaneously. Wait time. What we mean by that is you can hit the pause button at any time. Example, here is the pause button right here. Practice makes the process smoother. You may have to re-record several times before you get it exactly right, but it does not need to be perfect. Now I'm going to click on the stop button. Once you click on the stop button on the Smart Recorder, a window will pop up and ask you what do you want to call the video. So you have to type in the name of the video and where you want to save it. Make sure you save it somewhere that you can find it easily. Once you click on the save button, it will save that video as a WMV file, which then you can play within any player on your computer.